Who says blondes have more fun? Probably everyone who's too scared to go blonde themselves. Hi everyone, my name is Katie and you're listening to KT, where I give you the buzz. Get it? Buzz? I recently got my hair cut and it made me realize I have a lot to say about hair. Well, my hair at least. And you're invited to follow my Instagram, KT Podcast, if you're interested in seeing my hair, or any of my podcasts behind the scenes for that matter. Whichever is more appealing to you, I don't judge. Let me start off with the history of my hair, because I think it's important to know what it's been through. I was born with hair, and when I was pretty little, my hair stuck up like a troll doll, and it was the cutest thing, I will admit. When my parents would take me out, people would ask my dad what he did to my hair to make it stand up, and he told them he honestly didn't do anything. My hair just naturally stood up. After I'm a little older, my hair eventually laid flat, and my dad cut bangs. My dad used to cut my hair, and he wasn't bad at it. He learned how to cut his own hair when he was young because he didn't like the way barbers cut his hair, and he's been doing it himself ever since. Sometimes I cut his hair when it starts to grow into a mullet, and he can't see the back. Let me just say that when most men have mullets, it's giving MAGA, and one thing my dad isn't doing is storming the Capitol. However, when a fruity-looking woman has a mullet, it serves. I especially love to see a woman with a curly mullet. Anyways, that brings me to when I was 10 years old. I was about to start the 5th grade, and I wanted to be like my dad. So what better way than to have a mullet? My hair was long and dark blonde all over at the time, and my dad took me to a beauty college so I could get my hair cut. It wasn't that my dad couldn't do it, but he decided not to. We go to the beauty college and tell the student barber what I want. This guy has no idea how to cut my long locks into an 80s mullet, let alone what a mullet was. So he brought in reinforcement, who also didn't know what to do. My dad is trying to help them, and at one point, 3 students and the head instructor are all surrounding my head. After probably an hour, my hair is done. Well, the students are done. When I get home, my dad finishes the job. After a year of having the mullet, I was ready to move on. I thought it was cool, even though many people didn't, but I had enough of business in the front and party in the back. So I got my hair cut short. Picture Ellen DeGeneres from around 2003. But it wasn't short for long. My hair grows really fast, so I have long hair again in about a year and a half. During spring break when I was in 7th grade, I decided that I wanted highlights. So I got them done in a salon and I was happy with them. 6 months later, I got bangs and was happy with them too. About a year after I got highlights, I decided that I wanted to go blonde. So I went to Walmart and bought a box of dye, and my dad's girlfriend dyed my hair. I liked it, but I should have gotten at least one more box because I have a lot of hair, and the dye only covered the top layer of my head. It still looked good, but if I put my hair up, it would have revealed the brown. It's a good thing I never put my hair up. During COVID, I got an at-home undercut, and it looks good for an undercut, but I didn't think an undercut fit me. So it's a good thing you couldn't see it with my hair down. My favorite part about having an undercut was that it was way less hair to deal with, and my head felt so much lighter. It's a really cool style, and I have no regrets. I used to have a tradition where after every season of marching band was over, I would get my hair cut. I always called it the post-state chop. And I always kept my hair long during the season because I thought it was easier to put it into my marching hat. It also looked better in pictures. Like, it wouldn't stick up in my band portraits. Getting my hair cut after state finals and the season being over was always something I could look forward to. It was bittersweet ending the season, so I needed to keep myself busy with something, so I was more happy than sad. Anyways, I currently have blue in my hair. It's the underlayer of my hair where an undercut would be, and most people wouldn't know it's there if my hair's down. It's like a little secret, and now you all know my secret, but you'll never find out about my secret tattoo. Just kidding, or am I? About 3 years ago, I figured out what I want for my haircut and mastered how to communicate it with a hairdresser. And ever since, it's easier for me to get my hair cut. I will not gatekeep what I tell whoever cuts my hair. I doubt anyone wants to recreate my haircut, but I wanted to tell you guys anyway. That being said, here's my haircutting process. In the days leading up to getting my hair cut, my hair always looks good, better than it usually does. And then I wonder if I should actually go through with getting it cut. But the longer my hair gets, the more unmanageable it gets for me. Also, when my hair is long, I feel like it's not giving what I want it to give. I want it to give cool guy who plays guitar, but in reality, it's like basic white girl. Not even basic white girl, just girl. When a guy has long hair and actually takes care of it, not the greasy hair that a lot of guys have, it can look a little messy and still look flawless. But when a girl has the same length of hair, hers has to be perfect at all times. And I hate that double standard. But to be clear, I do think I look good with longer hair. However, I don't feel like myself, so I get it cut on average every 7 months. Every time I get my hair cut, the hairdresser always says, "You have a lot of hair." And I always respond, "That's what they all say." I usually don't get the same hairdresser every time I get my hair cut either. But without fail, I'm told I have a lot of hair. You'd think it would be annoying after being told so many times, but now it's reassuring and still feels flattering. It actually feels like a normal part of my visit. So, if a hairdresser didn't say that to me, I would wonder what's going on. My hair is my best trait, in my opinion, and to be honest, I'm vain about it. If my hair doesn't look right, it ruins the start of my day. If I catch a few hairs sticking up or my part is crooked, I think about it for a little too long. So you can imagine the anxiety attack I'm having while getting my hair cut. Not to mention, I don't have my glasses on while getting it cut, so I'm going in blind and hoping for the best. Anyways, I ask for shoulder length hair right above my shoulders to be exact. I know that if I ask for that, if the hairdresser cuts it a little shorter, it won't be too short for me. I prefer my hair to cover my double chin when looking at my side profile, since it's probably my biggest insecurity. I also ask for curtain bangs and lots of layers. It keeps my hair lighter and more manageable. That's all. That's the big reveal. Since I discussed my haircut, I'll also go into my hair care routine, which isn't a lot either. Sorry to disappoint in advance. I wash my hair twice every day in the shower. My hair is extremely oily, so doing it once isn't enough. To wash my hair, I use Suave body wash, which I know that's probably weird, and it sounds like I'm a guy that uses a 3-in-1. I promise I don't. It works well on my hair, better than shampoo usually does. I also don't use conditioner because it leaves my hair oily, and as I mentioned, my hair is already oily. I never use heat on my hair. I let it air dry, and since I shower in the morning, I consequently go to class with wet hair like the guy I am. To me, that's like one of the differences between men and women when they shower. Stereotypically, this isn't all men. Men get out of bed and shower and go to class or work right after, and sometimes you'll see them in class with wet hair. But for women, they need more time to get ready. They shave and shower, exfoliate. Many of them even have a skincare routine. Waking up super early to get all that done just isn't feasible, so women shower at night. Personally, I'm more like the stereotypical man in this area. My morning routine consists of waking up, considering going back to sleep, forcing myself to get up after 20 minutes of laying in bed, maybe scrolling through TikTok, and then taking a shower. I guess I should answer the question of what I plan on doing with my hair in the future. Well, I usually plan things out, but I decided to go with the flow recently and went blue, and I think I'm going to stick with blue for a while. I might choose another color after the blue fades, though. I think I'll go with the flow again next time. It's working for me now. I think changing my hair is fun in theory. I wish I had the confidence to change my hair more drastically. I enjoy watching videos of people dyeing their own hair in my free time. I love Brad Mondo, too, reacting to haircut fails and successes. I think people doing hair, whether it's cutting or dyeing or styling, is an amazing skill that I envy. In fact, I wish I could do something in that area. Maybe not professionally, but for fun. For instance, one of my friends does piercings. She actually pierced my eyebrow, and I'm very happy with it. Another friend dyed my hair. I wish I had some service I could provide for my friends, but all I have for them is annoying them with my singing and trauma dumping. I do make bracelets for them. However, most of them are too obscene to wear in public. Don't ask them. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of KT. If you're interested in getting updates and behind-the-scenes content, go ahead and follow KT Podcast on Instagram. That's KAETEA Podcast. I also take episode suggestions. You can leave them in my DMs or feel free to comment on any of my posts. And with that, I'm Katie, and this is KT. Thanks for listening, and I hope you tune into the next one.